Hello everybody, Adrienne here, and today I'm coming to you with a February low buy, no buy update. I am pleased to say during the month of February for my no buy, I didn't purchase any blushes. I did see some blushes that I wanted. I'm not even sure what there was two blush palettes. I think one was a drugstore one. See, I can't even remember, which goes to show you that I definitely didn't need that palette. And I almost purchased whatever that palette was when I first saw it because it was so reasonably priced. I thought, oh, I'll go ahead and buy that palette. And then I remembered I was on a no buy for the entire year of 2019 as far as blush palettes, so I didn't impulse buy that blush palette. And also, whatever the blush palette is called that NARS released, I did think that that was a really pretty palette, and I like that burgundy shade of that palette, and I thought this looks like something that I really want to buy and I would really like it. And then I remembered you are on a no buy for the year of 2019 for blush palettes, because if you watch my organization video that I posted during the month of January, and if you haven't seen it, I'll go ahead and leave a link up here above so that you can check it out. You would see that I have a blush drawer just full of blushes, and there's no way, blushes are something that I usually never complete, that I would ever even go through all the blushes that I have, and there's several of them that I haven't even opened and started to use yet. So I don't need any more blushes for this year, and I tend to stick to the same type of colors anyway, so it's not like I'm ever purchasing anything that's like just randomly so new and exciting to where I need to purchase every blush palette that comes out. So I was really proud of myself that I remembered and stuck to my guns and didn't buy those blush palettes, because that one from NARS especially, both of them, like I said, I can't even remember what the drugstore brand palette was that I thought was so pretty. But you know, I think I remember, I think it is the one of the Makeup Revolution blush palettes. It just came out sometimes towards the end of 2018 that I saw on sale on their website, and I thought I would pick it up, and I talked myself out of it. I think, yeah, that one is the one that I was looking at, and it felt so good to not give in and do an impulse buy on that and just say, nope, you don't need it, and walk away from it. So I did not purchase any blushes. But as far as eyeshadow palettes, I did stick to my rules, and I only purchased one eyeshadow palette during the month of February. And I will talk a little bit about the eyeshadow palettes during the month of February. I wasn't really that blown away or excited about any of the new releases during the month of February, to the point where I thought, oh gosh, I really want that palette. Not that I didn't see some pretty palettes, I just thought that the palettes that I saw, I could picture the other palettes that I already owned, that those colors were in. So I felt like I didn't really need any of the stuff that was released during the month of February, and that was a good feeling. The stuff that I thought was pretty, I could really just pick out the palettes that I already have and put a look together. So that was exciting for me. But there was one palette that I really decided that I wanted, so I went ahead and ordered it, and it is from Ace Beauté, and it is the Classic Paradise palette. This is the outer box that it came in, and the palette looks exactly like the outer packaging. And this is what the back of it looks like. It just has the website on here and their little logo. And it is one of those cardboard magnetic closure palettes. And yes, it does have a mirror down here. I'm not going to blind you with it, but I wanted this palette for all the muted grunge colors that are in this palette and all the reds. I know it looks like this is the palette that I'm wearing today, but this actually, the look that I created is not from this palette. I won't be getting into this palette with you guys until I have completed looks and used all the colors in this palette and know how they perform, and I'll be coming to you with a review instead of first impressions with this palette. But I wanted it because of the reds, and as you can see, I'm really feeling the reds from the look that I'm wearing today, and I will post a link to the palettes that I used to create this look today. I'm not going to have a get ready with me of this look, but I can't wait to get into this palette. And like I said, all these pretty reds, and this color here, I was really intrigued, and as you can see, I've already like dug my fingernail accidentally into this shimmer shade here, but this pukey baby green color looked really exciting to me for some reason, and I like the yellow shades next to it. And I'm not sure this yellow shade down here will show up on my skin tone, but the whole combination of this palette was so unique to me. and I don't have anything that looks exactly like this, so this is why I chose this palette. And it only has the one orange shade in here, which if you've been watching me for the last couple of months, you would know that I'm getting pretty burnout on the warm colors. It's not warm colors, but the warm orange colors, especially for the crease. I'm just getting a little burnout with it with the hooded eyelids. It seems like when I use a lot of these all the time, my look can tend to look the same. So I'm kind of shying away a little bit from the orange warm crease and just trying some different tones out, different shades and tones, just to get a different look. But that's why I wanted it, because most of the time when I see palettes that have these reds in them and shades like this, they always have a lot of oranges in them. And I'm going to go ahead and set this palette down. Initially, I knew I wanted to get some palette from Ace Beauté, but I thought it was going to be the Flare palette. I was really excited to get the Flare palette, but every time I would look at it, I thought that it was a little pricey for the colors that I wanted in there. Basically, I was really excited about the bottom row with all those blues and the lime greens. That's what I really wanted the palette for. And I just kept staring at the middle row. Like I said, I'm burnt out on the oranges, and it's like that whole middle row is just strictly orange tones, and I didn't really want any of those colors. And the brown shade that would be the contouring color in that palette, I think it's called Acorn. I didn't really care for that brown shade either. I didn't think it was going to be a rich, dark enough brown. It seemed like it was going to be a little too muted and just not quite dark enough. So that kind of threw me off a little. And then the top row just being the mauve type magenta colors, that I have so many of those shades in different palettes that I could not see paying the price that they were asking for that palette just to get that bottom row. And I figured maybe I could find shades like that, what's on the bottom row, in my collection, because I've taken in so many palettes over the holiday season. So I decided not to get that one. But then the more I kept staring at this Classic Paradise, I just realized that this was something that was really unique that I wanted to have. And I think that this might have been on sale even when I got it. I might have got it for $10 off or something. I can't remember. But I was excited to add that to my collection, and that's kind of the way I want to be shopping. I don't want to just pick up a palette that I'm not excited about the whole entire thing. I want to feel like pretty much all the colors are going to work for me, unless it's like the bone shades and things like that that get thrown into every palette, and it's not really something you need over and over, but they get put in every palette anyway. That one was really inspiring to me, and I'm really excited to be doing this low buy, no buy, because I just keep looking at all the new releases that come out, and even though I'm finding stuff that I do think is pretty, it's popping in my head instantly that I already have those shades in other palettes, and I can actually visualize the palettes that I have those shades in and don't feel like I need to buy it. It was easy for me for the month of February because I saw pretty new releases, but nothing was like exciting enough that I felt like I just had to have the palette. So it really wasn't hard to stick to it, and it's really fun kind of keeping to this challenge and just seeing where I'm going to go this year and what I'm going to end up. And I think I'm going to like my makeup collection a lot more because I'll be so picky with it. But I've got some serious decluttering to do even before I consider buying more palettes. I mean, there are some more, well, I think one or two more color themes that I want to expand in my collection that I know of. And if those palettes are released, I will probably purchase those. But there may be some months where I don't purchase palettes at all, just kind of like I did in the month of January, where I didn't purchase any makeup products. It wasn't just eyeshadow palettes or blushes, but I didn't take in any skincare, any makeup products, any of that. And I am not going to go into why I decided to go on the no buy, low buy. Obviously, I have a lot of makeup. If you've not been following me for long, I have lots of hauls that I've done on my channel. Matter of fact, the majority of the videos that I've posted are hauls on my channel, and I'm not going to stop doing hauls. As a matter of fact, I'm probably, after I finish recording this video, going to record a haul of the things that I did purchase during the month of February, because I feel like I don't want to include my purchases for the month that aren't included in the low buy, no buy, because it kind of takes away from the whole slowing down with the consumerism. I don't feel like I need low buy, no buy on everything in my makeup collection. There may be other products throughout the year that I feel like I'm getting out of balance with that I do add to this, but I just want to be able to do a haul and still be excited about the new things I'm getting. So I'm not going to add them to this video. I'll probably, as soon as I film my low buy, no buy for the month, turn around and do a haul for the month. And instead of having multiple hauls throughout the month, just save everything and do one monthly massive haul. So that way I don't feel like I'm just shopping all the time. But I'm so excited to be doing this and doing good with it. I realize it's only the second month in, and I've got 10 more months to go without buying any blushes or buying more than one eyeshadow palette a month. So I feel like I can do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You're also going to want to hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so YouTube notifies you every time I upload a new video. I'll see you guys soon.